Start streaming. Start streaming. Am I live? Oh, this is always so extremely nerve-wracking. Let's see if this is working. Yes, yes, I think I am live. I think this is an absolute new record in how fast this went. Normally it's always a little bit of a struggle. Let's see if there are some people coming here. I'll just wait a couple of minutes for you to join me and let me know if you can hear me. If it's all working. Yes, I see the first message coming in. Okay. People are saying hello. Oh, there's loads of you here. Hi, welcome everybody. Oh, it's been, I cannot even remember the last time I did a live chat. I think it was when I just came back from Peru, to be honest. So that is literally months ago since I've done a live chat, really, really long time ago. So I figured, you know what, let's just have a chat and see what's going on. I have a couple of things to share with you, to tell you. And yeah, I thought maybe if people have questions again, then you can let me know what is going on. How many people are here? Where can I see that? How many people are in the chat? I cannot even see that. I'm such an amateur when it comes to this streaming still, but hey. Oh, it's good to see lots of people are coming in. Okay, I'll let it run for a little bit more. I see people coming from Mexico, from Spain, from Turkey, Kerala, India, Yemen. So it looks like Cape Town, South Africa. Okay, we have a really nice, good international crowd here again. I always think that's so cool to see where you're from. From Malaysia, United States, Belgium, Moscow, Germany, Finland, Sweden, Sri Lanka. Okay, now I'm gonna just mention all the countries in the world. Sorry, I'm just sipping my tea. I was a little bit late preparing this live chat, so I didn't, had the time to finish my tea before I started. But hey, I'm sure you'll forgive me. Okay, I think I'm just going to begin. Because if people miss the beginning of the live chat, you can always watch it back because this video will be on the channel later anyway. So I did prepare some things that I thought, okay, I need to talk about this. Yes. So the first thing I actually wanted to kind of catch up with you is what's been going on in the past couple of weeks or months already. No, wait. When did I come back from my Northern European tour? Yeah, that's already like a few months, 2 months, 3. I kind of lost track. I haven't spent this much time in the Netherlands this year, 2020, as in the past 10 years, I think. It is really a new record. Normally I am always away. So this is obviously a crazy year for everybody. But anyway, no, so the past couple of weeks I have been super busy, to be honest. I've been extremely busy with the launch of my store, of my web shop. It's finally there. That took me, I think 6 months. I wanted to launch it way earlier because now I am, you can buy these Itchy Boots t-shirts in the middle of winter. Or at least Northern Hemisphere winter. But hey, that's just the way it is. I was hoping to launch it in September, but everything took a really long time. And I realized that it is a lot more work than I anticipated, and that suddenly you kind of have a shop to run, and it is just so much work, but also really fun. And a lot of you already managed to find the store, and people bought things from me. So first of all, I really want to thank you for that, because that is supporting the channel, and it's all gonna go to supporting and financing new travels, which are hopefully coming very soon, but I will talk about that a little bit later in the chat. I've just been running around sorting out all of that, mostly sorting out startup problems and bugs and a lot of things, but slowly but steady it is all coming together. And let me turn my phone down actually. Sorry about that. What was I saying now? The scarves are so super popular, so they are already sold out, and a lot of people are asking when are the new scarves coming, and I want to buy a scarf. New scarves are coming, but they will have a new design, and that will be like early next year. So probably January, I will have new scarves with a new design. But that will be a little while. But at the moment, you can still buy. I think it's super awesome. My calendar, look, okay, yeah. So this is just shameless self-promotion, but I just want to show you, if you didn't know it yet, my calendar is still available, and it's super cool because look, wait, oh, I have this sticker here, and if you place your phone on the sticker, it will open a secret video message that I recorded for you. And it comes with an instruction manual, which will tell you exactly how it works. So if you cannot figure it out, it will tell you exactly what to do, so you can see the message. And then I'm not going to show everything. It has to be a bit of a surprise. I'll pick 1 month, which is on the... Wait. I'll show the first month. So this is how the calendar looks like. So it has a picture and then a story and then... Wait, the route where I was riding, and then a QR code to the video that comes with this whole story. Anyway, I am really, really happy with this calendar. It was just so much fun to make and to get ready, and they're still available. So if you're looking for a Christmas present or whatever, then visit my shop. It's at itchyboots.store. I will also put a link later down below, but itchyboots.store. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to the other things that I want to talk about. So then besides the launch of the shop and everything that came with that, I've been super busy recording episodes for this new series that I'm doing. And it's been so much fun, but also these episodes are a lot more work than my normal travel videos. So you've noticed probably that I can only release 1 video per week, which doesn't seem like a lot, but oh my goodness, these episodes are so much work to make actually. I'm going a little bit crazy nowadays with like 3 cameras at the same time, and I really, really enjoy making these episodes, but they're a lot of work. So 1 episode per week is like the maximum I can do. But I've already recorded a couple of episodes which are still coming. And I have some really, really cool stuff still coming up. But mostly, I mean, besides, creating these videos for you, maybe I should actually... Sorry, I get a little distracted. Can you still... Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, the chat is just going on. I have to keep on looking at the chat as well. What was I saying? So besides, creating fun content that hopefully you enjoy watching, making this series for me is actually so good, because I am just improving my skills. Like, for every episode, I'm doing something else. I'm riding a different bike. I'm experiencing something else. I'm learning things in every single episode. And that's just really, really good. And for me, it really feels like I am training. I feel like I'm training myself to, for when the new adventure can start again. I am confident that I'll be a better rider, and I can, have some ride more difficult roads and more technical roads. So I think it's good. I mean, given the circumstances, of course I'd rather be riding somewhere on a long trip right now, but I don't think I have to explain that that's not possible, like right this time. So I think it's the best I can do. It's the best alternative at the time. I think they're pretty fun episodes to watch, and for me they're just really cool to make, and I'm learning so much that, so many skills that will hopefully come in handy when I can start again on the big trip. I also really want to read some of the messages that you're writing to me, because now I'm just it's like a one-way traffic type of thing. Oh, thank you, Angel Roams, that I am becoming a better rider and a professional editor with the different cameras. Yeah, when it comes to editing, I also, it's just now becoming like one big puzzle, because I'm recording with 3 different cameras at the same time, and I all have to kind of glue them together, what I recorded when and which angle, and I'm making it a little bit difficult for myself, but in the end, I think it will. Yeah, it's more fun to watch, and yeah, I also really like, you know, making it better every time, step by step. Um, oh, Pim Versteeg is asking if I have any experience with the TED, the Trans-Europe Trail, in the Netherlands. Not yet. I still haven't done it. It is on my list. But I was thinking I want to do something special then with the TED. I think if I just make one episode just riding the TED, I'm worried that it's going to be a little bit boring. So to be honest, I've been thinking for a while now about another angle kind of to make it a little bit more exciting or a little bit more fun, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's still kind of in the planning. But I've just now been busy with so many other episodes that yeah, for now I will have enough content hopefully to last a few weeks. Oh, we have Lighthouse 353 from Scotland. How is the weather in Scotland at the moment? Is it raining? Probably. Hmm. Let me see. Oh, Jeremy Hollier says, "Are you keeping the Honda or are you now tempted by the Ducatis?" I got some questions yesterday as well when I put up the post, like send me your questions. Now, of course, I loved riding those three Ducatis. I think that was pretty obvious from from the episode. And yeah, I just have a weak spot for these type of bikes. But you always have to think about the purpose. Like, what do you want to do with your motorcycle? And for the stuff that I'm doing, like on the long adventures, the long travels, I would not trade Ronin. Like, my Honda is perfect for that. But riding around the Netherlands and just riding for fun and for that real like feeling of wow, I am on a beast of a machine and I'm riding a motorcycle. Yeah, then the Ducatis have so much more. How say that? In Dutch we would say motorgevoel, motorcycle feeling, or I don't know how else to describe that. But for what I'm doing when it comes to international travel, then I cannot wait to take off with Ronin again. Mm. Francois says, "Do you want to test ride a zero motorcycle, electric bike?" Well, I don't want to give away too much, but I've already recorded an episode on an electric bike. So that will be up on the channel soonish, in a few weeks, I think. Something like that. So yes, that is also coming. Let me go back to what I promised I would tell you. Because I promised to tell you what's going on with Dano and what the plan is with that. So finally, Dano is packed. She's in a crate on a ship on its way back to the Netherlands. So Dano is finally coming back. It was extremely difficult to get it done, really, and I was worried sick until the last moment that I would never see the bike again, because the temporary import permit that I got for Peru, they extended it with 6 months, but I didn't get another extension, and the deadline was already passed and Dano was still in Peru. So I thought, okay, that's it, The customs is going to confiscate Dano and I'll never see her again, or I have to pay like a huge fine or whatever. But in the end, because we already did start the process with the custom clearance, it was okay, I think. And the latest news I have is that she's on her way back, and she should be here in week 53. So that's like around New Year. So I'm really happy with that because, yeah, I just didn't want to leave. I mean, it's my motorcycle, I didn't want to just leave a motorcycle behind in Peru. And I also left behind a lot of other stuff, personal stuff, and helmet, and just so many things that I just really want to have back. I just want it back. So I'm getting the Dano back, but it was a difficult decision, to be honest, because of the cost, and to ship back this motorcycle from Peru back to the Netherlands. If you look at the value of the bike, I was thinking, is it even worth it? Am I now paying more money to get my motorcycle back to the Netherlands than that motorcycle is actually worth? But then you have, emotional value and just a feeling of like, I just can't leave this bike behind there. That's just weird or whatever. So in the end, I decided, okay, I'm just going to get the bike back and then we'll see what we do. Because I'm actually not planning to ride on the no on like a big trip because I love Ronin as well. And when I did the tour this summer around Scandinavia on Ronin, I was just thinking, wow, yeah, I don't think I can go back to the Royal Enfield anymore. I really like, yeah, I just really like the Honda, and it's just more comfortable for on the long term. So I already made a decision before I knew whether or not I could get the no back. I already made a decision. I'm going to upgrade Ronin. I'm still working on that as well. That should hopefully, yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks, I can start on upgrading Ronin with a different wheel set and different suspension and all of that. I don't want to give away too much, but anyway, that is also still coming. And then when that's sorted, then Ronin should be like perfectly capable off-road, and Ronin is already really good on road. So I think then I have the perfect adventure bike to continue the trip. Um, Now I lost what I was saying. I wanted to say something else. Let me go back to the chat for a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but the chat is it's freezing. At least on my side. Oh no, okay, wait, it's moving again. Um, oh, somebody's saying, oh wait, where's it now? Per Knudsen, Dano is now worth a lot of dollars if you auction her. Yeah, but I'm also not really planning to sell Dano actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I thought I just want her back and then I'll see what I do, but I don't think I want to sell her. Yeah, it depends. But yeah. Um, anyway, now I got distracted. What was I saying? About Dano? Oh yeah, I think I wanted to talk a little bit about the plans, because a lot of people are asking me, or now let me say it like this: a lot of people are saying you can come to my country there and there, here you can travel, or you can come here and here you can travel, but that's just not really feasible. If I want to, continue like the real trip as I started, a lot of countries need to have open borders, and if there are en route, if there are two countries still closed, then there's no point. That's the whole thing, I need to be able to pass through countries, like a lot of different countries, and at this moment that's just difficult. And the thing is, I have been stuck in Peru, if you followed me, once, and had to be repatriated, had to leave my motorcycle behind. Now I have to pay a lot of money to get my motorcycle out of there. I just don't want to risk that again, For me, it feels like a huge risk to do that again and get stuck somewhere again, for we don't know how long, and what is going to happen with my bike then. And yeah, I've done it once and I really don't feel like doing that again. So that's kind of the reason. And another reason is that now that I have Ronin here in the Netherlands, and Dano is also coming back to the Netherlands because of the temporary import permit, so I cannot just send this bike anywhere else. It has to come back to the Netherlands. So that's also the thing. I want to start the trip again from here, because I don't want to again have to ship the motorcycle somewhere and have to pay all this money to get the bike to to the other side of the world or whatever. Yeah, it's risky and mostly costs a lot of money. So what I really want to do is to be able to start the trip from the Netherlands and then ride to wherever. I have a couple of ideas of areas where I could go to where I haven't been before. But yeah, that all depends on how things are going to develop, and I don't think any of us know that. I think at this moment, Africa is actually, I think, the most open. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but Africa seems to be relatively open. But Europe is still like lockdown, closed. All the countries are marked orange, and yeah, there are just lockdowns everywhere. So it doesn't feel, like I can really do that at the moment. So that's why I decided, okay, I'll have to spend probably the winter here in the Netherlands. If there is any site, I can promise you this, if it's possible again, if countries are opening again, and I can legally travel without breaking too many rules, I will be the first to to throw all my stuff on Ronin and start riding. Honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to start again. But yeah, at this moment, it just it doesn't feel like I can. So I'm really trying to make the best out of the situation. I think we're all doing that, so we all have to do that anyway, and just kind of make videos here on different types of topics until I can go again. Now this chat is stopping again. Oh, I think I have to. Okay, let me answer some questions, okay? Because now I'm only doing like some monologue. V-Strom Storm says, do you have international driver license or European? Both. I have the Dutch one and also international driver license, but that's just a thing that you buy in a shop. So it's not really any it's just a piece of paper, basically. Aditya Ishan says the shop isn't shipping to India. Yeah, so about the shop, unfortunately, I cannot ship to every country in the world, and this has to do with the shipping. I've had bad experiences in the past when I try to send things and it just doesn't arrive. And I don't want to sell something when it doesn't get there. And so that's why I had to make decisions, because I just really want to make sure when you order something in with my shop, you need to get it. And even in European countries, it's really difficult at the moment with shipping. Everything takes a really long time. Things get lost, and it's drama. It really is drama. It mostly takes a long time, but stuff just goes wrong every now and then, and I fix everything ultimately. But yeah, and there's also, for example, last week there were a few people that ordered something from the shop from different countries, from Peru, somebody from Romania, one person from Kazakhstan, and I'm standing with DHL and they refused it. They're not accepting any goods into the country. So that most likely also has to do with the pandemic, that some borders are also closed for parcels. So then I had to take those countries off the list as well. So it's a combination of countries not accepting any goods and bad experiences in the past with unreliable courier services that I have to decide, like, okay, I don't want to be responsible for something that is out of my hands. That's the difficult part. I'm responsible, but yeah, if a mailman doesn't deliver it, then I have to fix the problem. And well, anyway, so I'm really sorry, and I hope this will change for the future. But at this moment, that's unfortunately the way it is. Okay, let me read some question. Hello in Bosnia Herzegovina, no speak English. Hello, Volim Bihish or something. Roberto Guiri says, do you think you have sufficient horsepower? Yeah, for what I do, I think so, yes. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't, what I said before about the Ducati video, I do really get a thrill out of riding a motorcycle with a lot of horsepower, of course. But from what I'm doing, it's fine. Let me go back 1 second to some questions that people asked yesterday. Because SHHH Moto Travel said, how often do you find yourself enjoying the ride so much that you miss the shot? Do you ever get lost in the ride now that it's a lifestyle business for you? Sometimes, but sometimes it's really hard to actually only enjoy the scenery, because in my mind I'm always thinking I have to capture it, I have to share it, because for some reason I think after making all these videos, sometimes it feels like if I didn't record it, it didn't happen. Does that make sense? So if I'm riding through like amazing scenery, then I want to enjoy it, but at the same time I also really want to capture it and work on the cameras or change the batteries so I can capture it, because if I don't, then yeah, it's like it didn't happen, it didn't exist. And I think also for myself, because I see so many different landscapes and so many beautiful places, that over time, you forget about them if you don't have like a picture or a video or something like that. And it's because of the video, when I watch something back from season 1, I'm like, oh yeah, I was riding there, oh yeah, that was super beautiful. But if I wouldn't have recorded it, I do not think I would remember it. So yeah, that's always a difficult one. But I do sometimes really enjoy just not working with the cameras and just really, yeah, more like being in the moment and truly actually enjoying the place without having to kind of, yeah, have that feeling of, okay, I need to film it. um, mm, mm, mm. Uh, you now have 4,000 people on your chat. Oh dear. Okay, that means that, sorry if I do not um, answer your question. I'm trying. I'm trying to read a little bit what you're saying. I will read it back when it's over. I will read back what everybody said. Um, James Tan said, "Have you ever got seriously ill during your travel?" No, luckily not. Yeah. FJ Breda says, your USA followers are hoping you make it to our side of the pond. Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to travel plans, my main thing is, of course, I want to finish what I started. So the whole trip from Peru up to Alaska, I am going to finish it. Like one way or another, I will get there, and I want to explore everything that I wanted to do originally. But yeah, given how the world looks now, I might first go somewhere else, for example. Mainly because what I said before, I don't want to again spend money and put my bike on a plane or on a ship or whatever, across the pond. So that's kind of the thing. But it, without a doubt, I am coming to America. But yeah, it might take a little bit more time before I get there. But I promise you this, I am going to, yeah, at some point I'll be there, and also in Canada and Central America and everything that's in between Peru and Alaska, basically. Um, oh, somebody said, oh, now I missed it. Yeah, so somebody said come to Serbia. Serbia is open, but that's the thing. Like, I cannot just go to one country. That's just, yeah, there's just no point. A lot of countries have to be open before there's any point in, really, yeah, really traveling. And yeah, okay. NBK19 says, are visas problematic when traveling like you? Well, luckily, I have a Dutch passport, which is normally pretty good. But now, yeah, is this the question for this time, or like 2019, when the world was still like normal? Because a year back, my passport was amazing and visas were generally quite easy, except for a few countries. Like Turkmenistan was really difficult, Iran was difficult. The United States was difficult because I went to Iran. But in general, it was pretty easy. But yeah, now I don't know. Like, yeah, I did check, and several countries, they do not. Yeah, they don't give visas out because of the pandemic. So now it's a completely different story, and that's the same in this summer when I was traveling in Scandinavia. I wasn't allowed into Finland because I'm Dutch. So like, yeah, other nationalities could still enter, I think. But I couldn't. As soon as he saw my Dutch passport, he was like, "Oh, you're from the Netherlands? Go away." So, yeah, I don't know how this is going to B, I hope it will just go back to normal. I don't have to worry about that. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I am going to give away a little bit of my first plan because Super Figment says take the road through Russia and then the USA might be open, so you can take the opposite way. That's exactly what I was thinking too. But Russia, that's another example. Russia is not giving out visas at the moment. Um, but yeah, that's one way that I was thinking. Like maybe I can overland across Russia to the other side and then ship from Russia to Alaska and then ride down. That's one option. Um, or I would have to just do Africa first. I was always thinking, I'm gonna leave the continent Africa for last because I'm pretty sure that it's the most difficult area to travel when it comes to like petrol situation and yeah, political situations, border crossings are difficult there. So I thought, you know what, I keep the hardest for last because then I'm most experienced, whatever. Um, but yeah, maybe I will have to switch it around and go there first. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really think about this too much because, yeah, it's just everything is changing so fast. And yeah, as I said before, I really do not feel like taking a huge risk in getting stuck somewhere again because, yeah, there's absolutely no point. And, here in the Netherlands, at least I can actually create some pretty fun content for you. It's a lot easier to do that than in a foreign country being stuck somewhere in a small village or whatever. So I feel like I can do a lot more here. I am still working on my new website, so I'm so super busy that I'm like, it's not worth the risk of doing something like that at the moment. And it actually means that I get to spend Christmas in the Netherlands this year, which is pretty rare. So my parents are very happy. Hey, mom. I know my mom. I know my mom is watching. But um, yeah. So no, somebody asked that as well. Wait, I wrote down who asked me this. Who was it now? Cha Deha said, "Hey, what are your plans for Christmas? And do you enjoy being a bit longer in the Netherlands?" So yeah, Christmas plans are being here in the Netherlands with my family. Do I enjoy being long in the Netherlands? Yes and no, of course. I haven't seen my friends and my family this much for since a long time, but yeah, it is itching. I have itchy boots. I need to go. I need to ride. I need to explore, adventure, experience, and share with you. Wow, that was a good that was a good line. That just came out. But yeah, so yeah, I cannot wait to leave again. Really, cannot wait. Yeah. Andy Sutham says, I think you should buy the red Ducati. It suits you. Ah, you mean the Panigale V2? Ah, what a bike, hey. Yeah, it was so fun to ride, but they are expensive. And yeah, mm, I would love to have one though. Yeah, yeah. One day. No, I think one day if I want a Ducati again, it must be a monster again. That's 1200S. Wow, unbelievable. So yeah. Now, if I think if there will be a Ducati at some point in my life, it has to be a Ducati Monster. Umvihu says, what about Japan, north to south? Yeah, definitely Japan high on the list, but then only if it would be part of a bigger trip. Like, yeah. Or, okay, wait, there's another option. Let me know what you guys think about this because I am not super enthusiastic about this idea. But okay, maybe at some point I'll get so desperate that I'm like, okay, let's go for it. Another option is, for example, if Australia opens again and I am allowed to go to Australia, I could also say, okay, I'm not going to ship my motorcycle because it's too expensive, too much risk. I just fly there myself and then rent a motorcycle and travel around. And I could also do that for Japan, for example, that I say, okay, I'll just come there, rent a motorcycle, and then do a tour around there. Of course, I don't want to do that because, there's a reason why I spend weeks preparing a motorcycle and putting on all the accessories that I want, and yeah, preparing the bike for a trip. And if you just rent a bike, then yeah, you can't really customize it the way you want. But then again, you're not riding on it for a very long time. So anyway, I'm actually curious what you guys think about something like that. It wouldn't be right now because I mean the situation is what it is. But if it's, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Let me know. Now I'm gonna read the comments. What are you saying about this? Oh, Michael Higgins says yes, that would be cool. You think so? Renting a bike? Yeah. You got to be flexible, says Ali Hussein. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Rent. Okay. Now, the good thing also about renting is then you can, rent different bikes again. Because I do have to say, it is what I'm doing now for this series, riding all sorts of different bikes. It is so good for your skills because if you only ride the same bike, you get so used to it, it's so comfortable, it's so easy. And riding different bikes kind of triggers you to, be on top of your game and, get better experience. So maybe. I'm just kind of, yeah. Yuri van Niel says just buy it and sell it when you're done. Yeah, that's also a possibility, but that's the thing. Buying a foreign motorcycle, I mean, I did it in India, but it was not easy. So that's kind of the thing. Like in most countries, you cannot just easily buy something. Although in Australia, I think it must be pretty easy because a lot of people do that with like vans and stuff. I don't know. I'm not too experienced with that, except for the bike, of course, Basanti in India. Oh, thanks, Michael D says we just want to see your fun and enthusiasm. Who cares how we get it? Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody, now I missed it. Robbie said, oh yeah, or do an appeal. So someone will lend you one, possibly a travel bike. Yeah, I feel a bit bad about lending because if you've seen my crash compilation, I do tend to drop the bike every now and then. Although I haven't dropped Ronin one single time yet. I need to touch wood a lot now, but I haven't dropped Ronin at all. This might happen when she will become a little bit higher, maybe. But yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I would probably feel like I'm trashing somebody's bike. And of course, with a rental, you also shouldn't trash it. Don't be gentle, it's a rental. No, that's not true. If it's a rental, you also need to be gentle. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Red Exora says you should ride your own bike instead of renting. It's your relationship with your bike that makes a wonderful story. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I mean, that's why I travel the way I do. But yeah, it's just an idea that I was thinking, maybe that's the way to go if it doesn't get better soon. Because yeah, at some point, yeah, I don't know, we'll have to find a way to kind of get back to our old lives, I guess, for as far as that's possible. Yeah. Yeah, Mark Simpson says ship your bike. If going for a long time, it will be cheaper. I can tell you this, not much. That's the thing. A lot of people think that if you put your bike on a cargo ship, it's going to be super cheap. But that's just not the case because, you have all these port fees. It is in my experience now, it is not a lot cheaper than putting it on a plane. So, and then you lose it for weeks and weeks. So, yeah, I just don't get very enthusiastic about it. It's just at this moment, especially shipping just is so expensive because, there are hardly any planes. So shipping something by plane is now really difficult. And also, I think the whole shipping by ship is also really disrupted everywhere. Customs are difficult everywhere. So I just don't want to do it. I just don't. I spent the last months trying to get my bike back out of Peru, back here. It was really difficult. And that was mainly because, I wasn't there in Peru. So it was really difficult to get a vehicle out of a country when you're not there yourself. But it's just all of that all together. I really do not want to ship again, to be honest. Yeah. Um, yeah, maybe I'm super complaining, but yeah. Yeah, anyway. Bum, bum, bum. Neil Cameron, don't get attached. Two bikes, there's just a piece of steel. Not true. They have souls and names. um, yeah. See what's coming in. Okay, let me check one of the questions which were sent in earlier. Oh yeah, Wassia Eigerlgen said, "Hey Norlie, as I assume you have a driving license for cars too, when was the last time you sat behind the steering wheel?" This was actually something I realized last week. It's been 2.5 years since I drove a car. I don't think I can do it anymore. But yeah, yeah. And I don't have a car, of course, here in the Netherlands. So now, if I have to go somewhere here, it's all on the bike, through the rain, through the cold, through the snow. Bam. Um. mm, oh yeah, Stupfer, no, I cannot pronounce it, said, "Would love to see more of Utrecht. It's a medieval town center and cycling forward approach. I cycled the Netherlands on a trip 2 years ago and I found Utrecht my favorite city of all." I agree, it's a really nice city. I was actually thinking of making one episode of Utrecht, so it is still on my list of possible episodes for this series. Okay, let me go back to the live chat. Uh, Rinu Vargesa, how often do you work out? Not much. Yuri Pelinin says, "Who is now the owner of Basanti? Is it possible to ride in the Netherlands on that motorcycle on Basanti?" Or anyway, yeah, I still get of course I always keep on getting the questions on where's Basanti, what's going on Basanti. Basanti, I traded Basanti for Dano. So Basanti is with the Royal Enfield importer, and she is not mine anymore. Oh, thanks Reffe from Sweden. You subscribed a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's actually I always find that really interesting to see because, for example, with this Scandinavia tour, it's funny to see that when I started riding through Sweden, then suddenly there were more and more people from Sweden that kind of found my channel, or well, this must be the YouTube algorithm saying like, hey, maybe you like this. And I can really see like small spikes. Like if I've been riding through a country, then I get like a small spike of like new local people that start watching the channel, which is really, really cool. Tonsi Andrisevic says, "Do you have long-term plans to go back to your previous life and career?" No, I am not the person to go back. I never go back. I always go forward. So I don't want to do what I did before. I want to do this now for some time to come. I mean, this is not a holiday. This is something that I try to build this up. I want to keep on doing this for a long time. And maybe not riding full time, around the world, because it is pretty intense and exhausting sometimes. But I do want to remain in the motorcycle industry. I do want to remain a video creator, just doing all the things that I really love doing. And I never go back to things, I always go forward and new things. So that's that. Oh, this is cool. Frederick Royston says, "You inspired me to get back to riding after 10 years of only driving cars. Got myself a Suzuki 250 recently." Cool, congratulations. I always really like hearing this when people say like, "Oh yeah, because of your videos I started riding a motorcycle again." I think that's super awesome. Really, really cool. Ehm, even kijken. Oh, oh shit! Now I lost it. Usher said, What was I doing for a living before? I was working for a dredging company. Yeah, on ships, also internationally. So that's yeah, something I've been doing a while. SHHH Motor Travels. Do you edit and produce your own videos? Yes, I do everything myself. So yeah, that's why you can also see I think the evolution in when I first started out. It was really really bad, and yeah, I try to get better and better. But yeah, I do really like the editing process, and finding the music, and well, my style of music. I always like this kind of epic dramatic music. I really like that, if the scenery is right. But yeah, no, I do all of that. Yeah. um, oh, which software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro 10 since season 2. um, Franco Mikulian says, you do the subtitles also yourself? Not anymore. I did that for a really long time, but it is so much work. It really is so much work. And for a video of 15 minutes, it can be like, depending on how much talking I do, the more I talk, the more you have to subtitle. But it can be like 2 hours of work, and when I was doing like 3 videos per week, I couldn't do it anymore. Also while writing, while sorting out logistics, while doing all the other stuff. So now a friend of mine does the subtitles. So she puts the subtitles in English for whatever I'm saying, and then we auto translate it to, I think, what do we do now? 10 different languages or something like that. So yeah, that's the way we do it now. Which helps me a lot, because yeah, it's really really time consuming to put the subtitles. Oh wait, now I lost it. Oh, I wanted to answer this question. Okay, sorry, I cannot see your name now, but somebody said, what new website are you working on? So my website itchyboots.com, which is my blog. I am renewing that, so there's going to be a new itchyboots.com. I think it will be ready January. I hope, maybe more likely February, because I'm still working on a lot of content. I'm doing some really big things on there, which I still want to keep a secret. And I've already been working on this, since April, since I came back. I had this kind of vision of what I wanted to do, and it's slowly coming together. So it will be more than a blog. There's more like new things coming up, but yeah, still secret. Actually, maybe it's also good to say, because the itchyboots.com as it is now, I built that website myself, or I built it myself. I used the Squarespace, which is a pretty easy thing. So you can kind of, you can make it yourself in a program like that. But now the new website, I have like proper people that know what they're doing, and they are building that website, because I felt like it was time to step up that as well. And if I now look at what we are now building new to my own little website, now I find it so ugly. If I now go to itchyboots.com, I'm like, oh, it's so ugly, but that's just because I know what is coming, and that it's just going to be so much better. But I really like that process. That's the same with the videos. When I go back to the beginning, then I'm just like, oh, this is so bad. I'm so embarrassed that I put out a video like this, like, oh. But it's all part of the process, right? Ryan Martin says, who films the drone footage when you're riding the bike? Me. I ride my motorbike with one hand, and I fly the drone with the other hand. So I put my drone controller on my tank bag, and then I fly it like this. Well, while watching the road. I am always watching the road. So yeah, no, I am still traveling alone. I'm doing all of that myself. Um, what drone do you have? I still have the Mavic Air. Two of them. I have one spare one in case I crash it or lose it, which happened once before, so I learned from that. um, Matteo Barbiri said, were you afraid when you started the journey? If so, how did you fight it? No, I don't think I was afraid. I was excited. I was like, woohoo, what's gonna happen? But no, I don't think I was afraid. No, I was just really happy, I think. Ja. Marines Blauw says, een vrij niveau met Noralie. Het weekend kan niet beter beginnen. Sorry, that's Dutch. It means Friday afternoon drinks with Noralie. No better way to start the weekend. Yes, what are your weekend plans? Okay, can you all write me if you're going to ride your bike this weekend? Where are you going to ride it? Let me know in the comments. Then I'm going to read it. What am I going to do this weekend? What was my plans? I don't even know. I have to look at my. Oh, I have to do editing. Yeah, I need to do a lot of editing. Monday, a new video comes out. I think most of you already know that's the one with the trial. I did a trial course, which was so cool. Yeah, I should have done that a long time before. It was really, really fun. Exhausting. I think I couldn't walk for 2 days after. Just muscle pain, just sore muscles from doing it for 4 hours. It was 2 days of pain. So that kind of shows how intense it is. But it was super, yeah, really good, really good. I was thinking, I should do this every week. Just improving skills. Donna N, bike is in storage for winter. Riding mine to storage. Oh no, all of you are putting your bike in storage. Why don't you ride through the winter? I'm doing it. That's right. I'm not seeing a lot of motorcycles on the road here anymore. Yeah. Ahmed Kamran says, can you launch your own bike brand? No, I have no idea about motorcycles. So no, would be cool though. But yeah, no, I'm still a horrible mechanic. Really, it's not my. I'm not talented like that. 5 degrees here and wet. No ride today, says SRL. Road salt kills. Yeah. As soon as they put salt on the roads, then yeah, it's not going to be good for the bike anymore. Well, here in the Netherlands, we don't really get snow that much anymore anyway. So I'm hoping that I'll get through the winter without that. Because yeah, I need to keep on riding. Ooh, Simon Barrow. Lockdown is eased a bit in France, so I can ride within 20 kilometers of home. Not much. Wow. So is France then completely locked down, or is it like regional and local lockdowns? Curious about that. I also heard some rules are changing again in the UK. Ooh, Thomas Chansom, 90 kilometers riding in Sweden yesterday, 3 degrees. Wow, well done. I'm impressed. That's pretty good. It's really good. Vic K, have you ridden a trike? No, I have not. I'm kind of curious how that is, but I just can't imagine that still feels like a motorcycle, because I mean the corners must feel so different on a trike, right? So I don't know about that. I would love to try it though. Of course, I'll try everything. Oh, also in France. Yeah, should change after 15th of December. Okay. Okay. I'm going to see what did if I mentioned everything, because I gotta go soon, because one of my best friends, it's her birthday, and we're gonna do like I hope she's not watching. No, I'm sure she's not watching. But anyway, I'm part of a kind of online surprise for her. So I gotta go soon. Let me see if I talked about everything I wanted to say. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think so. And I got loads of messages from you, so that's really, really good to read. Yeah. It's good to see that, we're all kind of trying to find a way to kind of deal with what's going on and adapt to the circumstances and the changes. And that's really, really cool to see and hear from you. So, oh yeah. Oh wait, huh? What's going on with the chat? Ah, there we go. Uh, all right. I'm going to answer a few more questions and then I'm gonna wrap it up. North Cape was a great video, Gus to wheeling. Thanks, thanks. That was also really, really fun to go to. Okay, sorry, that was not a question, it was a comment. That was a comment. Sam van der Werf, what is your opinion about hard shell pannier or soft pannier bags on your bike? I've talked about this a little bit before, but for me, if you go off-road, I would always go soft pannier. If you only ride like paved, or you do like a tour around Europe only on paved roads, you could also go for hard shell. But I'm a believer with the soft because of waterproof. You don't get condense. Is that English? You don't get condensation on the inside, which you do get with hard cases. Soft pannier all the way for me at least, but that's just my opinion. Oh, somebody else again about the drone shots when I ride the bike. I already answered this a few minutes ago, so you can watch it back when this live chat comes on the channel. Oh yeah, Rob Murg, how do you pack so much equipment on your bike, a spare drone? Would you do a video about packing? So many people ask me this, but I don't know. I'm just sorry. I just can't get excited about making a video about packing. Okay, to be fair, the drones that I have, I mean, they're like this big. Do I have one here? Yeah, wait. Here, I'll show you the drone. So this is one case with one drone. And then, wait, this is how the drone looks like in the case. And then you take it out and then this is it. So that's not very big. So this actually doesn't take up a lot of space. I have to say on my Iceland Scandinavia trip, so season 3, because I then also had all this camping stuff with me, I just I saved on clothes. Like I hardly had any clothes with me anymore, which was really annoying because then you have to do laundry like every day, every 2 days or something. So I'm looking forward to not travel again with camping stuff. But I just really don't feel like making a video about how I put things in my bag. I'm really sorry. You can see like on itchyboots.com, I do put like lists of like, okay, this is what I bring. But yeah, in the end, it's all up to you how you are going to fit all of your stuff in your bag. That's ultimately what you really need to know, right? Okay. Okay, one more question. Now I want a nice one, which I haven't done before. Yuri van Niel, when are you doing a meet and greet in Holland? Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? We are not allowed to meet. I was thinking, if I'm here in the Netherlands for a while, maybe at some point we can kind of organize a huge ride out, and just like do a tour with, I don't know, 100 motorbikes or something like that. But with all the rules, that is just not done and not allowed and blah, blah, difficult. So yeah, I guess not. And as soon as, you can do that, that's the moment that I'm already gone on the big trip again. So I don't think it's going to happen, but who knows? All right. I am going to wrap it up now. It was really cool to have this chat. I read a lot of your messages. Thank you very much. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I just want to thank you all for the support, all the lovely, lovely messages. Yeah, your responses to what I'm trying to do for this new season. Because to be fair, I was super nervous when like the first videos came out. And then, as always on YouTube, you get a lot of support, but you also get a lot of hate. That's kind of how it goes online. And then I got all these messages from people saying, now it's boring, unsubscribing. I don't know. For me, it doesn't need to be so dramatic. If you don't want to watch my videos, then please do not watch. But I don't know. There's always people who want to announce quite dramatically that they are unsubscribing. Anyway, but of course it did worry me a little bit when I saw like several of them like, oh, now it's boring, I'm gone, bye. That I was like, I'm trying my best, oh yeah. But it's, yeah, and I know it's not the same as the adventure videos. No, the world is not the same. But I do my best. But luckily, I also got a lot of really positive responses. And yeah, the hardcore group of people, and you, like, this is 4,000 of you are like this hardcore, or the way I see it, like hardcore people that are always super supportive of yeah, of what I do. And that's just, yeah, I don't know, now I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, maybe it's just cold, but yeah, I think that's just really, really amazing. And yeah, that's so, thank you, and we'll stay in touch. A lot of things are happening, and yeah, I'll see. Maybe I should not wait too long again with doing something like this. It's been now months, so maybe do this again sometime. And yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream, joining the live chat, and yeah, speak soon. Now I have to end this again. This is always that awkward moment. Stop streaming. Okay, bye.